Hi friends, welcome back to Sheena's Homestead. Today I am making something really delicious for you. This can be an appetizer or it can be a summer meal. We often eat this at night on summer nights where I don't have time to cook. We've been at the pool all day or I've been gardening all day. So we're making 7-layer dip. Now, I've been asked to bring my 7-layer dip to countless events, so be prepared. Once you make it and bring it, it might be deemed something that you make for the rest of your life. But for me, I absolutely love making it. It's quick, it's easy, there's no cooking, just a little bit of chopping and assembly, and I always make a second one if I'm making one for a party. I'll make that second one, put it in the refrigerator, and my family can have it the next night for dinner. Another bonus is that it is meatless, so you can make it on a meatless Monday meal for yourself, and the kids just absolutely love it. We just take a scoop of it, put it on their plate for dinner, a couple chips, maybe add in some fruit salad or something like that, and you are all set to go. So let's get started on this 7-layer dip. Let me tell you the ingredients, the 7 ingredients in this dip. We have refried pinto beans. We have guacamole that I made fresh, but you don't have to be as extra as I am. We just eat a lot of guacamole in our family, and it's very expensive to purchase it from the store already made. So I like to get my avocados mainly from Aldi. They have a 4-pack for $2.50 and we just devour them. So that is an easy tip. Then of course we have sour cream. So sour cream, we're gonna take our taco seasoning and dump it in when we're ready. We have tomatoes, olives, green onion. I am using the tops of my onions from outside, same taste. So if you're growing any onions, you can do that too. It's a great way to use those up. And of course, cheese. This is a 3-blend Mexican cheese. You can use whatever you like. So let's get to it. First, let's chop up some of our ingredients so that we are completely ready to go for assembly. You want to use cherry tomatoes for this. If you're growing tomatoes from your own garden and you have a big one that you want to chop up, you can most certainly do that too. But it is most handy to use these cherry tomatoes. And I like to cut them into 4s. You can go even smaller than that if you like. And last chop of the day is our green onion. Okay, so now it is time for assembly. I have this dish, which I have used for a couple of years. I love it because it has a nice decorative border and it looks really pretty when I'm all done. So this is a dish I use when I am bringing this to a friend's house or a picnic or a party. But feel free to make it on any dish you like. I have made this 7-layer dip on our dinner plates and just thrown it in the fridge. It's super easy to do. So whatever works for you. All right, now it's time. So I just take the beans out with a spoon, place them on the plate, and then we're gonna start working them out so that they're nice and flat and ready for our next layer. second layer is guacamole. So for the guacamole, mine is very, very easy to move around, but if you have one that is a little thicker, like the Holy Guacamole brand, you want to take it and just kind of put it in 4 different spots on top of your dip. It makes it a little easier to spread. So just like that. And then you want to just try to move it to the edge of the beans. I find that it's really pretty to let each layer show. So I won't cover the beans completely. I'll leave like a border, I would say, of the beans on the outside of the dip. That way people can see straight down and see how many layers are in there and exactly what's in there. Okay, so now we're going to mix up our sour cream. So you're going to want to take your sour cream, put it into a bowl for mixing purposes. I'm not going to use the whole container of sour cream. I'm going to use about 2/3 of it. And then this is my taco seasoning. And you just put that right in. And this gives it so much flavor. It is definitely the extra oomph that you need. I have made this dip without it before, and let me tell you, people noticed. So don't forget the taco seasoning. Okay, so same thing with the sour cream. You're going to want to put it into different sections to make it easier to spread. All of these ingredients have similar consistencies, so you can imagine that if you just dump it right on the top, it's kind of hard to spread it without the other layers coming up with it. So that is my little bit of advice, is to just put it into these different sections. Makes it a little easier to move it around. And again, remember, you want to try to keep a little bit of border. So now I've got beans and guacamole showing, and then this sour cream on top of that. Also gives it that nice from scratch look. Because you want everybody to know that you spent so much time on this and it was a lot of work. It's not really a lot of work, but it's nice when it looks like it was, right? Okay, let me just wash my hands. And now we are on to our toppings. This is the fun and pretty part. So we are going to put down the tomatoes first, because they are heavier than the other 2 ingredients. So I kind of like to get those down. And I'm trying to spread them out evenly so that each chip scoop gets a little bit of every layer. So just spread them out. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to start with our olives. I like to slice my olives so that they have a pretty shape. It's just a little bit different than the tomatoes, and it gives you a better visual appeal. But you can most definitely dice them. This recipe leaves a lot of room for creativity. You can also sub out these ingredients and use something else that you like. Sometimes I don't have all of these ingredients when I'm making it for my family at home for dinner, so we just make do with whatever we have on hand. All right, and now I'm gonna put on a couple green onions, but then I'm going to save some to mix in with the cheese. So we have our cheese blend here, and I'm just going to gently sprinkle it over the top. You don't want to cover up all of your beautiful ingredients you just put on, you just want a little sprinkle. Let it fall just off the edge, and it looks super beautiful. Rest of the green onion, put that over the top. Oh my goodness. This is something my mom always made for picnics in our family. On my mom's side, they are Croatian, and we have lamb roast. And this was her signature dish that she always brought to the lamb roast. And we loved it. So did everybody else. And now I am sharing it with you. I hope you like this recipe. I hope that you get a chance to try it with all the fresh garden ingredients that we now have in our stores and in our garden. This is a really, really yummy and easy thing to put together. You can make 2 at a time. Like I said, take 1 to the party, leave 1 for your next day. Then you've got dinner all set and ready. And it is just a great way to get food out on the table, and it's healthy and it's delicious and it's wonderful and it's 7 layers. So thanks for following along, my friends. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Like, comment, and I will bring you lots more recipes and a lot more garden delights as we get further into our season. I hope that you have a great week. I hope you have a blessed week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, friends. Enjoy this dish.